And we are live. There it is. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's another Afro afternoon. It's not really afternoon. I mean, it might be afternoon for you guys. It's more like, I guess it's late afternoon, maybe. Yeah, late afternoon, early evening, something like that. But we're here. That's what's important. We're here. I said I was going to do an earlier live stream today. That is going to be, there's going to be two different live streams today. There's going to be this one, okay? This live stream here that we got going on. And we're going to hang out for a little bit, just like, you know, a little bit of shorter stream. Just one to kind of hang out, break the ice, get back into it again. And then there will be a second live stream. And I believe that I'm just going to try to do a sneak meek live stream. We're just going to try to fit it in there, get it in there, fit it in there, shove it, cram it, ram it. Know how to rock it, just ram it. So we're just going to do that. But then that's going to go from that into party animals. And I'm going to try to make sure I understand how it's working. I'm going to try my best to just stream my play through or my perspective on party animals while we're playing with Geeks and Gamers later tonight. That's what I'm going to try to do. I know the plan was yesterday, but I was going to try to do Sneak Meek. Guys, I have been burning the candle at both ends. It's never an excuse. It's not you guys. It's not even streaming. I've just been doing a lot of dad duty. I mean, staying up super late, you know. My youngest, for those that don't know about this, my youngest requires 24-hour care. And I am very thankful we do have the blessing through our insurance to have nurses that help us and are here, you know, some days and some evenings to be able to help with that and help with her care. And so that's wonderful. But there's some nights where I or Lady Epic have to stay up with her during the all night to be available to take care of her. She can't be left alone for any amount of time. Any significant amount of time. So sometimes, you know, you do back-to-back late nights, and then you try to sleep during the day, and then you get like 3 hours of sleep, and then you have a bunch of stuff you need to do, and it starts to add up after a little while. So last night at like 9 o'clock, I was like, oh, I should go stream, and then I fell asleep. I slept until like 4 in the morning, got up, went to take care of my daughter, and then fell back to sleep for a little bit after that. So yeah, I've just been tired. I've been just burning the candle. I knew I was going to hit a wall eventually. I finally hit the wall. My biggest thing is I do not want to fall asleep on stream. I do not need that kind of heat or that kind of smoke right now in my life. For me to have a bunch of clips of me snoring on camera. I know that you guys would like that, but I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. I'm going to make you really earn that clip. Okay, I'm not going to just go on stream when I know I'm exhausted and potentially going to fall asleep and give you that for free. I'm going to make you earn it. It's going to have to be something that you guys catch me slipping. Okay, where I ill-advised go on stream when I shouldn't be and do something and then fall asleep, and that's how you guys catch me. That's how we're going to do it. Not the other way where it's just me chilling and I fall asleep and you guys catch me. Okay. I'm not going to make that easy for you. All right, we're going to catch up with chat real quick. Say hi to people that are filing in. And then we're going to just talk about stuff. I don't have anything specific. There's a ton of news, a lot of stuff going on in our circle of the internet, a lot of stuff going on in just regular news. There's always going to be. The closer we get to this election, the crazier it's going to get. But I just wanted to hang out with you guys for a little while. Just chill. No expectations. I went to go start the stream. I thought I'd updated the titles for everything. Apparently that didn't happen. So to go back and retroactively update the titles. So hopefully those are showing up correctly now, because it says Sneak Meek, and I'm like, I definitely told you not to do that. I definitely said no Sneak Meek. It said Afro Afternoons, which is basically Afro Cast, but it's in a different time. I should just start calling these all Afro Cast. What do you guys think? I think it would be less confusing if I just did Afrocast all the time. Jose Taco, first in the door, says hola, hola. I forgot how to say how are you. Wow. ¿Cómo está? There we go. ¿Cómo está? Something. I don't know. Sissy 84 over on YouTube says Epic Meek. What's going on, Sissy? Good to see you. Dog Eater McGee says dogs, you say. That's wild. What a wild ass name. Dog Eater McGee. That's pretty good though. That's me with my blindfold over my eyes. That's wild, bro. Frank the Tank says, sup, Mike? What's going on, Frank the Tank? Oh, over on Kick, by the way. Shout out to my Kick crew. I was going to try to do a members-only stream on YouTube, but I'm a fucking idiot, and I don't understand how technology works. And when I tried to set it up, it looked like it was a complete mess, and none of the things looked correct. So I was like, I got to figure this out. Okay? So we will be doing a members-only. I think I'm going to do a members-only YouTube stream. I think we're just going to do Vatman. I think Vatman is just going to become a members-only exclusive. We're just going to play Vatman. We're going to play Fallout 4 with Vatman, who's our drug-addicted superhero, who's saving the Commonwealth one injection at a time, or one puff at a time. One puff, sip, and injection at a time. But yeah, Frank, I saw you resubscribed over on Kick, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Cellular Dream says, Meek, what's going on, Cellular Dream? Good to see you, buddy. Gray Ghost is in chat, says, whoa, this is early. I know. I'd like to start doing some more afternoon streams. I think you guys deserve that. So they eat pets in Ohio, Mike. You should move there. I listen, we're getting way out there. Okay. Listen, attempting to eat a dog in Metal Gear Solid 3 does not mean that I just eat pets. Okay. Specifically, it was a dog. Specifically, it was in the jungle. The jungles of Russia. Okay. And frankly, it didn't drop any meat when I killed it. Okay. Obviously I had been bamboozled, gazimtorped, tricked, manipulated, lied to by chat. I know you're not supposed to blame chat, but I do blame you guys 100%. We did a poll. You guys told me to try to eat the dog, and the dog was not edible. So who's that on, really? You know, at that point, once I've done a poll, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to ignore democracy? My loyalty is to democracy, to the republic. You know? I don't know, man. Emily Kruger says, happy Monday. Happy Monday, Emily. Good to see you. I always appreciate you. Always positive. Positive vibe, positive energy. Speaking of positive vibes, positive energy, Trucker Rob says, yo, what's going on, Trucker Rob? Good to see you, buddy. Trucker Rob's an OG. Nagardnall, Trucker Rob, OGs. Appreciate you guys. Always being here, hanging out, chilling, relaxing, maxing all cool, you know? Chrysanth over on Kick. Hi, Chrysanth. Welcome in. We got a face reveal from Chrysanth. Finally. And I would much rather look at Chrysanth and Sevi over Erudite any day. We should just replace Erudite with Chrysanth. I'm kind of thinking that might be the best case. Might be the best way to go forward. So, Quantum DW says, hello there. What's going on, Quantum? Dog tastes better than cat. That's wild. I wouldn't know. I've never tried either. Turd Ferguson says, Sneak Meek, the Sneak Ultimecum. That's impressive. And also, like, damn. I would not have thought of that. Smokey One Kenobi says, let's fucking go, Meek. How are you, brother? I'm doing good, man. Catching up on sleep. I feel rested now. I feel a lot better than I did. So yeah, we're just chilling, man. We're doing good. Yeah, I did change the title. So, did anybody's internet go down this morning? Spectrum is a shitty service, not gonna lie. Mine did not. I have Xfinity, unfortunately. Where I live, it's really annoying because where I live, they have an exclusivity deal with the city. Xfinity does. So there are a couple smaller providers that you can get, but pretty much all of them, it's Xfinity. There's also another company called Frontier. And they, like, I had Frontier years ago, and they promised me that they were as good as, let me see here. Where I used to live, it was Spectrum. And then I got rid of Spectrum. I hated their service. I went with Frontier and they promised me it was going to be better, and it was awful. Frontier was one of the worst services I ever had. And even after shutting off my service to them and saying I didn't want to work with their shitty company anymore, they tried to charge me for their services for another additional 3 months after I shut them down, because somebody forgot to, I don't know, file the paperwork that said I wasn't working with them anymore. So then they were like, well, you have this debt for 3 months of internet service. I said, I shut you down. I haven't been using you. You can even look. You can see that I am not active on your servers because I unplugged your shitty router. And they went, oh, yeah, I can actually see that. Yeah, I can see that right here. Well, we made the mistake, but we think you should pay for that service. And I said, I'm not paying you for 3 months of service that I never used. And then they said, well, you need to send back the router. That's what we're charging you for. And I said, you guys can come get the router. They said, no, you can drop it off at one of our offices. And I said, absolutely not. You can send me a box in the mail. I'll shove it in that fucking box, and then somebody else can pick it up and take it away. I am not going to waste my time, take any time, or give you the benefit of the doubt when you have so egregiously screwed up at being a competent company. So I say all that to say, fuck Frontier. They're the worst. Really Old Movie says, what's up, everybody? What's going on, Really Old Movies? I like that. Really Old Movies. What's your favorite really old movie? Not just you, really old movies, but I do want to know yours specifically. Chat, what is your favorite really old movie? By really old, I think it needs to be pre-1980s. Okay? Because if you say 80s movie is old or 90s movie is old, I'm going to be really sad. Okay? So let's pre-80s. Okay? What's your favorite really old movie? I don't know what mine is. I gotta think about that for a second. Damn, I asked you guys a question I didn't even have an answer to. I'll think about it in a second here. I'm gonna catch up. I gotta catch up with chat. Oh, jeez, I'm so behind. KJ Corey says, I saw where you stopped. Yeah, what's going on, KJ Corey? Turd Ferguson says, yo, Smokey One Kenobi and KJ Corey. We got Turd Ferguson in the chat. I'm glad he's back to Turd Ferguson. So. It's 10 a.m. for me. God dang, that's early, bro. Brobo Cops says, yo, Mike, what's going on, Brobo? Shaggy Rogers book review says, with all the 40k hype, decided to get Dawn of War 1 Master Collection off of GOG. Gonna mod in the Death Watch for the Emperor. I respect it, dude. 40k is hype right now. It's hot stuff. We got Space Marine 2 out right now. Everybody's freaking loving it. Got a lot of 40k stuff dropping right now, and I think 40k is kind of killing it. It's kind of exciting. I don't think I can watch Astartes on stream because I think it is now copyrighted by Games Workshop, and they're extremely litigious, so I'm not going to be able to do that. But I would love to just watch that with you guys at some point. That's one of my favorite short film projects I think anybody's ever made. I thought it was an excellent job of introducing people to what 40k is supposed to be and what it can be, the brutality of it, the intensity of it, and the like interesting like ethereal, spiritual, pseudo-spiritual themes and stuff within it. So yeah, I wish I could watch that on stream, but I'm pretty sure I'd get in trouble. So Chrysanthemum says, busy day. You're always busy, Chrysanthemum. It's never stopping. I know you're always busy. So, burning the dog tallow candles at both ends. That's wild. Dog tallow candles. That's nuts, dude. Smokey One Kenobi says, Meek, how do I get the KFC song? Wanted to sing Give Me That Bucket today on the way to get Space Marine. You just got to look it up on YouTube, man. Just type in KFC AI and it'll pop right up. It's right there. It's gotten a lot of traction lately. I know Disparu used it, Little Platoon used it in his videos, Disparu used it in his videos and stuff. I know it's kind of picking up steam. Pretty soon here, everybody's gonna be using that song. I'll have to find a new one. Jose Taco says, you know who sleeps on stream? Dan Vask. He does. Right on Tuesday night's main event, he just falls asleep. He just back in his chair and he's just out. You know? So the memes would be glorious. Yeah, you guys would never stop. Mike, 20 subs to fall asleep on stream. That's wild. I don't even know how to I could probably make myself fall asleep on stream now that you mention it, to be honest. That'd be pretty nuts. Just like and just fall asleep, and then I get woken up by the sound of 20 subs getting dropped. Dude, that's crazy, bro. Wow. Golden Nugget says, was going to make a Beardo joke on Tuesday night's main event, but thought it went too far. Beardo's farts smell. I don't want to read that out loud. But yeah, I don't know that he would have been able to handle that one. That's pretty brutal. Golden Nuggets. I mean, I appreciate you having the self-awareness to be like, you know, this might be a bit much. This might be a bit much. It's good. It's good to have that self-awareness. It's pretty good though. Hope you're doing well, by the way, buddy. Hope you're recovering well. So, says sneak peek for me. That explains my first comment. Yeah. You also said you saved after the dog, but that didn't happen either. I did. Afro Nooner is not a bad one. Afro Nooner, it's not bad. Afrocast is good. Yeah. You made my day last week with liking my reply. I was feeling down. You brightened me up that day. Well, I'm glad, bro. It means a lot to me, man. The Springfield, Ohio story is crazy. Yeah, about the lady killing the cat. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. I too do not understand technology. I would argue that you're more technologically savvy than I am. And we've had conversations about how not technically savvy or technologically savvy we are. So that's pretty wild. Yeah. My brain is always coming up with inappropriate stuff. That's okay. There's no judgment here, bro. I just don't even know how to read that. It's wild. Apollo Monopoly just became a member of the channel. Thank you so much, Apollo Monopoly. Appreciate you. Sergio Garcia for $2 US said, I came here to eat bubblegum and Fido. And I know what you meant was, and I am out of bubblegum. I came here to eat bubblegum and Fido, and I'm out of bubblegum. Thank you, Sergio Garcia. Ooh, I'm never gonna live this dog thing down, bro. This thing's gonna follow me forever. Confirmed Epic Michael Vick doesn't eat dogs. Thank you, Jackassery. See, you got my back. I appreciate you. Nearsighted Cyclops says, hey all, what's going on, Nearsighted Cyclops? Dr. Butcher says, hey Mike, training outside at the moment. Dude, hell yeah. What are you doing? What kind of training are you doing right now? I also saw you yesterday over in George the Giant Slayer's chat. Appreciate seeing you over there. It was a good time hanging out with George the Giant Slayer. Yeah, it was a good time. You know, with Tom from Midnight's Edge, Verbal Riot. Oh my gosh, Paul, and then Anton. Yeah, good time, man. Shout out to George the Giant Slayer. Democracy is one of the greatest evils ever made by mankind. Yeah, I mean, there's also some, it's definitely up there. Dingus says, how we doing, y'all? We're doing good. We're living the dream. We're chilling. Frank the Tank over on Kick says, sup, Mike? What's going on, Frank the Tank? You just went from YouTube to Kick. I appreciate the switch. The dog had to go, says McDemios. Ovalt? Ovid? I don't know, McDemios. Yeah, I mean, there's no other way. Once the dog had to go, and then once the dog went the first time, we were in a time loop, and we had to make sure the time loop stayed closed, and I get it. I watched the whole Crazy Landlord vid on the dog. The time I was too busy making dog jokes to realize just how bad half of chat did you. I maintain no responsibility, voting no every time. That's fair. Bro, chat had me spinning, bro. Should have named the stream Afro Noon. I'm all right. I'm gonna remember that. So same thing happened to me with Verizon. Useless. Yeah, bro. These giant companies don't give a fuck, bro. They don't need to be accountable to anybody. They just do whatever the hell they want. But man, oh man, if you get nasty with them, they'll get typically they'll bow to you real fast. So they must switch into Starlink because I heard Starlink has an 8 GB download and upload. Really? If Starlink has that kind of speeds, I would sign up with Starlink too, man. Yeah. Really Old Movie says, Frontier keeps trying to get me on. My street doesn't have fiber optic capabilities. Also, Spectrum has a great mobile and internet combo deal, way cheaper than Verizon Mobile. Well, that's why I went with Xfinity, because Xfinity does have a good mobile internet combo. I do like that part of it, but also there's no other internet company out here that can really do anything. I don't know if I'm set up for fiber optics either. I'd be interested because I know that's what Frontier has. And my buddy Josiah has fiber optics and he loves it. I know that shit's fast. So yeah, it's very bad customer service. RPC. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Kamikaze says, sent you a box in. The geese is in the Wood S in Essen. Wood S in Essen. Did you just say words? There is much many mooses. Did I say something weird like that? Grego says, yeah, we see we made a mistake. We want you to pay for it. We're going to give you an errand as an extra fuck you. Yeah, bro. It was wild stuff. Cool Hand Luke. Okay. Casablanca, but I also like Metropolis and Touch of Evil. My podcast covers 1890 to 1965. Hell yeah, dude. I respect that. Go check out Really Old Movies podcast. I'm going to be honest. I have never watched Casablanca. I know that's blasphemy. I know I'm supposed to be a movie guy. To not have watched Casablanca. It is on my list. I actually do plan on watching it one of these nights where I'm up watching the baby. I'm gonna put on Casablanca. I have currently been working through my current obsession right now. I went through all of Breaking Bad, and now I'm working my way through Better Call Saul, and I am fucking addicted to both of those shows. I didn't think I would be, but I am really addicted to both of those shows. I'm gonna fix my camera here a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I fucking love Better Call Saul. I fucking love Breaking Bad. I haven't finished Better Call Saul yet. I'm on season 3 right now, or season 4, 3 or 4. I think I'm on season 4 actually, right now, and I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of a wild thing. I really like Breaking Bad. It's phenomenal. It's a phenomenally written show, extremely well done. It's a masterclass in writing. It's a masterclass in acting, and just everything in that show is really top notch. Even the casting in that show is top notch. It's rare to me that you watch a show and you go, everybody in this show is perfectly cast, and I have no complaints. But that's kind of how I felt about Breaking Bad. Even like minor characters and smaller characters, the actors that they chose for them are really, really, really awesome. Even like small characters like Lydia, who's like not a major part of the story, but is an important character. The casting for that is like phenomenal. There's just a lot of really, like, they just did a great job. And that continues in Better Call Saul. And hot take, I know some people don't like it. I think as of right now, until I finish it, I won't know for sure. As of right now, I think Breaking Bad is the better show because it is a more straightforward story. It has a beginning and an end. You know what the stakes are. You watch the stakes go, get higher and higher and higher, and you watch that show play out. It's kind of a masterclass in that. But I think Better Call Saul is actually the better written show. I think the writing is really dialed in Better Call Saul. I think the dialogue is amazing. There's some amazing speeches in that show and some really great dialogue. Holy shit. Giancarlo Esposito as Gus Fring, and then I can't remember the name of the actor that plays Mike. I'm gonna look his name up. Jonathan Banks. Jonathan Banks is a phenomenal fucking actor, dude. Like, that guy is incredible. He makes, everybody does a great job, you know. Bob Odenkirk is amazing. But man, Jonathan Banks and Giancarlo Esposito are fucking amazing, dude. I'm so impressed with their acting. So, Johnny Arbor says Hondo, Inferno by Quantum, Unforgiven, if that's old enough, Nosferatu, the original vampire movie from the 1920s. It's awesome. Miracle at Morgan's Creek, The Quiet Man. Hi Rose, welcome in. What's up, Psychotic Mongoose? Welcome in, buddy. I'm digging these. Dark Past is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a film noir with Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. It's even filmed in first person for a huge chunk of the movie, very ahead of its time. That's awesome. Kamikaze said, remember when RoboCop shot that guy in the dick? That's wild, dude. Topper Returns was a black and white comedy. Nice. 40K is hot stuff right now. Beardo's playing it right now. It kicks ass. Yeah, it looks awesome. Yeah. I have not played it yet, but I will get around to it at some point. Rear Window 1954. Dude, look at that one. That's a good one. Dr. X 1932. Oh, it's an AI. Yeah, it's an AI song. That's why I can use it. It's on Spotify too. Hell yeah. I did not know it was on Spotify. The Man Who Would Be King, Sean Connery, Michael Caine 1975. Yeah. I respect that one. Cool Hand Luke. Yep. Lady Aaron D, welcome in. Good to see you in chat. Rachel Hill says, hi, Big Mike in chat. First time I've been able to catch a live stream. Hope everyone's having a good Monday. Yeah, we're doing good, Rachel. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Space Marine 2 encourage you. Well, Tyranids are not animals. Tyranids are something else. I did not eat another dog. Everybody's always liking my replies on Twitter. Really helps me get exposure. Well, I'm glad, bro. Listen, I try to like things when I can. So, I know that if this question is getting annoying, let me know. But what's the status for our potential movie project? I like I said, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you right now. Because we're not starting anything new. We got to finish what we have. As far as the shooting of the other projects that we're doing, or the reshooting of the other projects that we're doing. We're not taking anything new on, but I just encourage people, if you have ideas or you want to reach out, you want to talk about things, well, at least like entertain the discussion of ideas. So there won't be anything like, I wouldn't say like there's no pre-production or early pre-production or even development right now and stuff, because we just can't take on anything new. But it's something where if I know about stuff and we can talk about it, you know, once we've launched and once that kind of stuff is sorted out, then that'll be a different thing. But yeah, so that's the best answer I can give you right now. My health is improving greatly. Still got to watch what I eat. Thanks for asking. Of course, Golden Nuggets, man. I appreciate you. Alpalo Monopoly says, bro was laughing so hard he couldn't finish typing his own super chat. Yeah, Sergio Garcia's having a good time right now. I respect it. So Sleazy says, I eat pets. I don't eat pets. There's no pet eating here. Johnny the Butcher says, hi, everyone. What's going on, Johnny the Butcher? Welcome in, buddy. Trucker Rob says, played in War Tales today as ever. I've seen War Tales, but I have not played it. I have not checked it out yet. Discovered you can kidnap people and eventually force them to fight for you just because. Also, my horse is the helmsman of my ship. That sounds like a wild game. I've seen War Tales. I have not played it. It looked interesting, and it definitely looks like your type of game, Trucker Rob. I've noticed, like, you play some pretty meaty games, because I know you're into Rogue Trader, which I still haven't beaten Rogue Trader. Dude, that game is huge. So, what's up, Charles Devane? Yeah. Oh, geez. Ron is right. What's going on, buddy? Welcome in. All right, I think we're caught up on everybody here. Lots of homies from Beardo Stream. Yeah, man. When are you gonna sing at the G&G intro again? Damn it, Jay. Oh, dude. I don't know. I gotta get another opportunity. I've got to do it where Jay and me are both gonna be there. I'll sing something. I'll figure out something to sing. I don't know. If you have internet issues, it's 99% gonna be the equipment from the company. Buy your own. Yeah, 100%. I bought my own router for Xfinity, and that's what I use in my own router for them, and it's been so much better. Hello everyone. I started listening to Monkey King on audiobook. Crazy how many narrative tropes are in it. Yeah. You'd be surprised how many people steal stuff from old stories and never give it any credit. So, Johnny the Butcher just gifted 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Johnny the Butcher. Gifted memberships to Haggy, D-Day McLean, Shaggy Rogers Book Review, Trucker Rob, and Deflect 15. Thank you, Johnny the Butcher. I appreciate you, bro. You know that Starlink is $299 right now for the equipment and $120 a month? Is it really? I did not know that. That's a little bit more expensive than what I'm paying right now for internet, but if it's better speeds, that upgrade in speed would be pretty big. So Breaking Bad was the bomb. Yeah, Breaking Bad's fucking rad, dude. James Earl Jones just passed away. No way. Is that really a thing? No way, dude. Are you sure? Yeah. 4 minutes ago, bro. Or 10 minutes ago. James Earl Jones gone, bro. That's sad. Dude, that's heartbreaking. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Yeah. For people who don't know, too, he's from Detroit. So shout out to my Michigan peeps. Well, he wasn't born in Detroit, but I know he lived in Detroit for a little while. But yeah, and he went to the University of Michigan. That's wild, bro. Wow. 93 years old. What a full life he lived. He made his debut in Stanley Kubrick's Doctor Strangelove in 1964. That's crazy. Rest in peace, James Earl Jones, man. Freaking legend. That's so sad, bro. Wow. One of the greatest of all time, man. Didn't need to race bait to do it. Didn't need to constantly play the victim, man. Just killed it. Just was amazing. Thank you so much, Gregos, for letting me know about that, bro. That's crazy. Better Call Saul is the shit. Breaking Bad was a bomb. Yeah. What's going on, Don Gaming? Welcome in, buddy. Heresy, Mike. Get on watching Casablanca right now. You're no longer a movie fan until you watch it. That's wild. Sleazy, member for 3 months. Says F's in the chat for James Earl Jones. Yeah, 100%, guys. F's in the chat for James Earl Jones. That's a sad loss, man. That's crazy. Kamikaze says Walt is a sociopath. Yeah, Walt's not a good dude. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Breaking Bad. I'm going to go off about that stuff. I'll let you decide for yourself in the end if you like those shows. Watch Ozark. Ozark shits on Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Really? That's a pretty tall order, bro. That would be... I would be amazed to watch a show like if Ozark is on that level. Ozark would be one of the greatest shows ever made, period. There's a lot of stuff going on in Breaking Bad. The thing is, it's not just the writing, it is the cinematography, it's the story structure, it's the setup and payoffs. There's a lot of stuff going on in Breaking Bad. I'll have to check out Ozark then if it's that good, dude. Favorite old movie is A Maltese Falcon with Humphrey Bogart. That's a good one too. El Camino was shit. I haven't watched it. I'm still catching up on Breaking Bad. So AI Sees the Bible / Every Eye Ministries for $3.33 says, let's go. Just booted up Space Marine 2 for some ops. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. James Earl Jones has died, bro. F's in the chat for him. That's so sad. Roblox head Leslie Headland says, what up, Epic Mike? What's going on, Leslie? Good to see you. Dalton Fury, what's going on, buddy? Raise your dog eater flags for Mike, y'all. That's... Yeah, Benny Johnson shared out a flag. I shouldn't even put this out there. I'm just going to get shit for it. I'm just going to be made fun of. I'm like, what is the timing of all of that? Well, let me I'm going to type out in chat. James Earl Jones, man, that's so sad. I mean, they can't live forever, but one of the best to ever do it. Yeah, man, people don't live forever. Oh. Freaking legend, bro. Anyways, yeah, I have not watched El Camino. I've been told it's not very good. It doesn't look very good. But whatever, you know, like I mean, maybe I'll watch it just to put it on my list or whatever, just kind of finish out the Breaking Bad thing, but it didn't look very good. It didn't particularly excite me. Hold on, let me see here. I'm trying to find this tweet that Benny Johnson sent out. The new flag. Okay, yeah. I shouldn't put this up there. I shouldn't do this. I'm just embarrassing myself. This is the new flag that Benny Johnson just shared out. I'm like, what's the timing on that, bro? What's the timing on that? That's wild. So, Breaking Bad is like somebody turning up the woofer slowly from 0 to 100 until the speaker blows. Yeah. Watch El Camino at the end of Breaking Bad. I've already started Better Call Saul, and I've messed it up. Messed up the order. Maybe I'll watch it just to see. I mean, you know, but yeah. Yeah, that is sad, dude. James Earl Jones. That's crazy. The real Vader, yeah. I'm trying to catch up with chat, bro. We're still like I'm super behind. Zencat for $1.99 says Shiba dog with a big smile on his face, tilting his head. Why would you do that to me? How would you do that to me? He's right from Detroit. He lived in Detroit for a little while, so yeah, dude, look at all the F's in chat, man. One of the greatest voices of all time, bro. Yeah. 93, bro. That, listen, that's a long life to live. I'm happy that he lived as long as he did. He was a legend until the very end, bro. Like, dude. Joe C818 Pureblood just gifted a channel membership as well. Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate you. Gifted a membership to Cellular Dream. I hope you're doing well, Joe. Hope your son is doing well. Appreciate you. Rest in peace, Mr. Jones, too young. Man, if we could keep him forever, we would. So maybe it's the first thing I think of with James Earl Jones is the first Treehouse of Horror where he narrated The Raven. Oh yeah, dude. That's a good one. Dude, James Earl Jones, like, Darth Vader obviously is at the top, really the top of the list, but the role that I knew him for the most as a kid was The Sandlot. That was what I knew him for the most, because I didn't, you know, as a kid realize that he was Darth Vader until, like, I was a little bit older and stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. But yeah, you know, and then also the bad guy in Conan the Barbarian. Gosh, I gotta look up his name now. I know the chat will know it. But yeah, he was so goated in Conan the Barbarian, dude. I like freaking loved it. Oh my gosh. I should not have watched that movie as a kid. But it was important to watch that movie as a kid, so see if I can find the film. You guys would know, just probably know. Thassa Doom. Yeah. Bro, he was so freaking rad in that movie. Like, and the thing is, like, he had no business being as good as he was as a bad guy. That voice really carried him because, bro, old boy out here was not looking like a bad guy. At times, like that long hair. Let's see if I can pull it up here. But like, they did not do him any they did not do him any favors with some of the outfits that they had him wearing. It was just that he was so damn good at, like, the way he carried himself and the way he talked and the way he, like, portrayed himself, that you were just like, you know what? I can't even, like, I'm not even mad, bro. Like, I can't even, like, talk shit about this guy. He turned into a lizard. Yeah, he did. He was in one of the Command and Conquer games too. Dude, that's what's up. Yeah, he was great Coming to America. Dude, that's wild. Have y'all heard James read the Bible? I have not. Bro, I will go out and spend money on that right now to, like, listen to him. I think Outlaws butchered his Vader voice as bad as Mike butchered that dog. Did they really? I didn't even know Vader was in Outlaws. Of course he is. They got to shove whatever they can in there to justify stuff. So when I first watched After Strangelove a while ago, I recognized James Earl Jones by his voice in the film. Oh yeah, he was young there too. Crimson, not so much the latest, super behind. Yeah, I'm caught up with chat now. I just blew through it. Field of Dreams. This scary ass dog. Yeah. Vader was my first introduction to James Earl Jones, and I first saw his face on Sandlot and Conan movies. Yeah. It was Sandlot first, then it was it Sandlot first? No, I watched Star Wars before I watched Sandlot, but I didn't realize who it was. I didn't realize it was the same person because I was so young when I started watching Star Wars. But then after that, I think it was Conan right after that. Yeah. Bro, that hair, man. Let's see if I can find it. I'm just gonna pull up, like, a picture of him. Cause, like, that the hair that he had just was, like, not doing him any favors, bro. They were just like, yo, just put a wig on that dude. Like, just throw a wig on him. But he just so good at acting and so intimidating with that voice, bro. And he committed. I think that's, like, one of my favorite things about Conan is everybody, like, Conan the Barbarian, the first one is especially, everybody was committed to that movie. Like, everybody took it seriously. Like, they're like, yo, we're doing this. This is real, bro. Like, don't fuck around. And it paid off. So, but yeah, he was great in Coming to America as the king as well. Yeah. Trucker Rob, you sent me a meme. All right, check it. Pimp hair was clean, bro. That's wild. AI Sees the Bible says Every Eye Ministry for 333 says we are souls in flesh. He lives on in Jesus' name. That's absolutely true. I know he was a believer, so that's awesome, man. Coming to America, yeah. He did so good at being utterly dispassionate. Yeah, dude. He owned it. He owned that role, man. So, no, it's not James Earl Jones, but I heard a story that in preparation for Superman, Christopher Reeves was trained by the guy who played Darth Vader, meaning Superman and Vader were gym buddies. That's rad. Dude, speaking of that, perfect timing on that, too. I actually just watched, not yesterday, day before yesterday, I watched the first Superman the movie with my son the other yesterday, or a couple days ago. It's funny because he was like, okay, Dad, oh, whatever. He goes, I know Krypton explodes and stuff like that. But then, like, we actually started watching it, and he started learning the lore behind, like, the Kryptonians and actually, like, Superman and all that stuff like that. And he was, like, really invested in the movie. And I freaking loved it, dude. And Christopher Reeves is the GOAT, dude. He's so good. He did such a good job as Superman. I know I was talking about this the other day. Richard Donner, his vision for what Superman was supposed to be, his decision to like really make this grand sweeping epic story about Superman, to set up things in the first movie that would have to pay off in the sequel, to the casting choices that he made. Christopher Reeves he really is the greatest. Like, I love Henry Cavill's my favorite Superman. Personally, I just really like Henry Cavill in the role, but he may be my favorite, but it's a matter of taste, because Christopher Reeves is Superman. Like, he's the greatest Superman ever. He's the best to ever do it. He's the best to ever don the cape. And he's so phenomenal as Clark Kent. Yeah, Superman the movie is fucking goated. It's top 5, maybe top 3 greatest superhero movies of all time. Still, to this day. It still holds up to this day, which is impressive. So that's rad, dude. Darth Vader and Superman. The Lion King was my first theater movie as a kid. Rest in peace. That's sad, man. What's up, 1-800 Danky? How you doing, buddy? He's funny in The Big Bang Theory, even the scene where the doorbell ditched Carrie Fisher in his 80s. I did not know that. I have not watched The Big Bang Theory. It is not a show I ever got into or checked out. So I didn't even know he was in that. I'm just going to go find that and just watch that clip, though. James Earl Jones taken too soon. Must have been a skydiving accident. That's wild. That's wild, dude. Crimson for $1.99 says Mufasa. Yeah, bro. That's sad, man. Like, that is really sad. Even with all that ridiculous hair, he was the baddest mofo in the movie. Hail and rest in peace. Yeah, he was. Dude, he was not playing games, bro. Dylan D says, I like The Big Bang Theory. I remember the episode where Sheldon meets him and he goes, let me guess, you like Star Wars. You know, I've been in other things, but you don't care about that, do you? That's funny. That's actually really funny. He's been in a lot of stuff, man. The movies he was a part of in the late 60s and early 70s are a legend. Yeah. Yeah, man. Christopher Reeves was perfect casting. Yeah, he was. I actually don't think I ever watched Christopher Reeves Superman. It is worth your time, Deflect. Especially if you're a superhero fan, comic book fan. It does so much justice. It gives so much gravitas to the character and respect to the character. It's pretty great. And like, even nowadays, like, dude, the scene where like Superman finds Lois dead, whatever, after the earthquake, bro, his scream is so nuts, bro. Like, it's in such contrast to like Adam West's Batman. It just that it really takes itself really seriously, in a way that superhero films really weren't doing back then. Yeah, dude. Let me see if I can find it. Dude, the way he committed to it, bro, like, you just like freaking believed him. Let me see if I can find it, dude. When he turns back time. It's also one of the dude, it's kind of wild to me. This was back in 78. This Superman still has one of the biggest feats that we have ever seen by any live action Superman. Like, he has better feats than even Henry Cavill's Superman, bro. It was like, yo, Lois died? No, she didn't. I'm like, wait, what do you mean, no, she didn't? And he went, no, she didn't. Because I'm going to go turn back time. And you go, wait a minute, you can't just fly the earth backwards. You can't just go back in time and change stuff. And he goes, I'm Superman. I can do whatever I want. Like, that was wild, dude. I remember as a kid watching that and going, this is crazy. So, what's up, Z Highness? Welcome in. The Superman movie is pretty much the entire reason comics went on to be taken seriously as a medium. Yeah. I may or may not have been saying meek like the anchovies in SpongeBob's pilot episode. Meek. Typical Hijinks says, what's up, chat? How's it going? Hey, we're hanging out. We're chilling. I know I'm going to get, they'll copyright it. I don't care, though. I just want to go back to the Scream, bro. That Scream where he flies back in time like that, bro, is so nuts. Here we go. Put it up. Pussy was worth ruining the timeline. Bro, he fixed it. He's like, no, she didn't, bro. All right, let me pull this up. Make sure it doesn't go like super loud. Bro. Bro. It's nuts, bro. I was like, yo. And then started flying. Turn the earth backwards, bro. There was like nothing like that. Turn the earth freaking backwards. It was like, I just went back on time. Fuck it. We're not doing this. It was wild, bro. I remember that scene. Yeah, dude. I was like watching it as an adult. I was like, bro, this is nuts. And freaking Gene Hackman is still goated as Lex Luthor. I think the best Lex Luthor we've ever gotten, like ever, the best live action Lex Luthor at least, is still Michael Rosenbaum from Smallville. I think he is, of everybody that I think we've ever seen as Lex Luthor, I think he is the best portrayal that we've ever gotten. Gene Hackman is really good though. There's a lot of subtlety to that role, like him being in a room full of books and constantly reading, and that was back before you have the internet, you know, so there wasn't all the knowledge that he had to go get books and read all this stuff, and he had to figure it out for himself and stuff. And I love that the writers, and I love that Richard Donner and stuff, they had a vision for really portraying these characters the way that they were supposed to be portrayed. I think the way that they embody the characters is so good. Even with the goofy henchmen and stuff, you're never not taking Lex seriously, because you realize this is just a regular guy and he's putting Superman through his paces. He's putting Superman, the Superman that could fly back in time, could spin the earth backwards on his axis, putting him through his paces, bro. Superman is a save scummer. What a wild conclusion to come to from that scene. What a wild thing. What a wild conclusion, bro. Henry wasn't allowed to shine in that role. Nah, he wasn't given the room that he needed. My biggest complaint, one of my biggest complaints about the Snyder universe or whatever, the DCEU, was that Superman is a character in Man of Steel, and in the director's cut of Batman vs Superman, he's a character, but he kind of becomes a plot device. Excuse me, after that. And even when he comes back to life, he's a plot device. He's not an actual character. And I really think that one of their biggest mistakes was jumping the gun too soon and not giving us a Man of Steel 2. I think we should have got a sequel to Man of Steel. I think we should have got a Batman introduction movie. I think Batman could have been introduced earlier, but I think that Ben Affleck's Batman needed his own solo film. Before we got Batman versus Superman. But that's just me. So, made little man watch Superman movie and he liked it. Yeah, my kid did too. It's awesome. Frank thinks Big Bang Theory is dog shit. I know a lot of people love it. A lot of people hate it. So I've just never watched it. Love where Sheldon awakes in a cold sweat screaming Bazoinga. Emerald Jones was a big supporter of Humane Society and loved dogs. I'm like, I like dogs. I like dogs. Okay, that's wild, Doc Mazza. I can't believe it. The Superman movie is pretty much the entire. Oh yeah, we read that. Let's see here. You been playing with G&G tonight? Yeah, we'll be doing it. We're gonna do a short stream. Like, I'll go a little bit longer here. Obviously, we're gonna hang out for a little bit. But after this stream, I'm gonna go make dinner for the kids and stuff like that. Go eat dinner and say goodnight to my kids, and then we'll start up another stream, and we'll probably play Metal Gear Solid 3 up until it's time to jump on Geeks and Gamers, and then I'm gonna try my best to not completely boomer the whole thing, and actually do a from my perspective, doing party animals. I'm gonna try to actually play party animals from my perspective, so I don't have to end the stream early. So, we shouting at Savvy tonight? Oh, absolutely, 100%. Speaking of Savvy, I'm gonna try. We've been talking about playing something together. I think we're gonna try Black Ops 6. At some point. We've talked about maybe doing a Pal World stream together. So I just got to figure out how to do that. But yeah, that's something I want to do. I really want to start doing some streams with people, just hanging out. It doesn't need to be anything specific, but like just hanging out, talking about shit, shooting the shit and stuff. I would love to do some of those streams, with people. And for any of you that were big fans of the Daywalker podcast, I just talked with Amanda yesterday. We were just touching base, just catching up on stuff because we're actually friends and stuff like that. So we were catching up on stuff, and I think we're gonna try to get her on Afrocast at some point. We're gonna do a stream where it's just me and her. It's gonna be, probably similar-ish to it's gonna be similar to the way like the Daywalker podcast was, but yeah, we're absolutely gonna try to get together, hang out, catch up, let you guys ask her questions, see how she's doing, catch up on stuff, because yeah, we all miss Amanda. So same energy as a Starfield rant. Danky says, I just read Superman Year One, and my god, I haven't read many comics. That was the worst stuff I've ever read in my life. Like, what the fuck? Really? I've never read Superman Year One. What was bad about it, Danky? I'm kind of curious. You have to let me know. It's such a fantastic scene, although I will not stand for any Adam West slander. I don't have a problem with Adam West. I like Adam West. I watched those Batman movies. I like them. They're entertaining. I think it's a wild thing to say that he's the best version of Batman that we've ever got. I think he's a version, and I think that he deserves the love and credit that he's got for it. But to just say like he's the best, I don't know that I would say he's the best Batman. Clancy Brown is my favorite Lex. Yeah, Clancy Brown, the animated version of Lex Luthor is great. This weird, racially ambiguous, super genius. Yeah, dude, he was so good. I never saw Smallville. I liked Smallville a lot, actually. I was a huge fan of Smallville growing up. Michael Rosenbaum is a great Lex Luthor from start to finish. Watching him go from a guy that's grappling with his like inheritance as a Luthor, and his father's expectations of him, and trying to be a good person and being inspired to be a good person by Clark, who's this like simple farm boy and all this stuff, to becoming the megalomaniac that he is, and watching his descent into like villainy is pretty great. So, what's up, Ram? How you doing, buddy? Bernard Danke, if you're interested in a good Superman origin comic, I recommend Superman for All Seasons. Same creative team behind Batman and Long Halloween, and that's what inspired the Smallville TV show. Interesting. Save Scummer confirmed. That's nuts, dude. Save Scummer Superman. That's the most wild thing I've ever heard. Dude, he's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna save Scum. That's nuts. That's the problem with a lot of Superman stuff, where he is just a solution, and I hate when they do that. Yeah. Superman can be tough to write if you don't get the core of what that character is about. I like Man of Steel. I don't think it's perfect as a movie. I don't think it's a masterpiece or anything. It has pacing issues. Me and Jeremy fundamentally disagree on the Pa Kent stuff. But I do, and I'll never tell him that I said this, cause fuck Jeremy. But I do agree that Pa Kent dying in a tornado, while an interesting concept of like, hey, the world isn't ready for you, and so you need to naturally let things happen, is interesting as an idea, as a concept. Pa Kent dying of the heart attack is, to me, far more impactful, because I love the story idea. I actually love both of the concepts. I do. I love the idea of Pa Kent being so dedicated to his son and so sold on the idea of protecting his son's identity and protecting the world and protecting his son from carrying this massive burden of being the answer to are we alone in the universe and all that, that he's like, listen man, if you couldn't physically save me as a regular human, you shouldn't use your powers to save me, because that's not fair. Until you're ready to step out of the shadows and become a superhero, and you're ready to take that on or not take that on, one way or another, decide whether or not you want to use these powers for good or whether you want to just live as a regular human, you shouldn't be just using them. It's kind of a I know it's not exactly the same, but it's kind of an allegory for like Jesus turning water into wine, like, him kind of chewing his mom out. Like, why are you asking me to do this before my time? It's not time for me to be doing this stuff, whatever, that kind of a thing. But I also love the idea of Superman with all of his powers, with all of his abilities, even being able to turn the earth back on its axis and go back in time, that none of that matters when it comes to a heart attack. You can't stop that. There's nothing you can do to stop your father from dying from old age. There's nothing you can do to stop your parents from getting older. There's nothing you can do to stop them from organ failure. Nothing you can do with all of your power to stop that from happening. And that's the unfortunate side effect of being a god amongst human beings, a god amongst mortals. He'll live forever, or live thousands of years, and watch everyone he loves and knows grow old and die and disappear and even be forgotten about. But he'll still be there. So, Man of Steel 2, directed by Brad Bird. Was that actually supposed to be was Brad Bird supposed to direct that? Brad Bird would direct the hell out of a Superman movie. Brad Bird, in fact, would be one of the best people to direct a Superman movie, because he gave us one of the best Superman movies of all time in The Iron Giant. So, James Earl Jones really in the Matrix? Not that I know of. So, Mustang McCracken says, if we'd seen the Robin stuff involving the suit in the Batcave and Batman vs. Superman, it would have made him a lot more compelling, being the way that he was in Batman vs. Superman. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. Like, if you had decided, okay, this is an older, more gritty, grizzled, like, Batman, and you want him to go into Batman vs. Superman with that attitude, then adapt, the storyline with, Jason Todd. Like, where he gets killed by the Joker. I don't remember what that run is called. It's called, it's not Death in the Family, isn't it? I don't remember. Oh yeah, it is a Death in the Family. Okay. I think, yeah, it's Death in the Family. So, like, adapting Death in the Family would have been an interesting way to introduce that Batman and dealing with that and dealing with the fallout of that, and we get to see how he becomes kind of the embittered Batman that we know, and why he goes into Batman vs. Superman the way that he does. But just hinting at it, that requires a lot of work on the audience's part to understand what's happening. And for fans that do understand what's happening, there's a lot of grace there to be like, yeah, dude, I get it. That's awesome. He's adapting that style of Batman. He's obviously Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns in a lot of ways, and so he's a grittier, angrier, more brutal version of Batman than what we've seen. But for it to all be in like within context and within like reading between the lines or knowing outside of that movie what storylines are being adapted, that's not fair to casual moviegoers that don't know anything about it, and so it's not going to resonate the same way. So dogs are awesome, Emily. I absolutely agree. Justin Martin just gifted a membership. Oops. Thank you, Justin Martin. Gifted membership to Dragon Dan. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for the gifted membership, man. I appreciate that. Sergio Garcia for $2 says, that's the problem. You like dogs. Not to eat. I like dogs. Like, as like pets. They're nice pets, not to eat. We don't eat dogs. Don't eat dogs. Don't do it. Dog for a walk. Thank you for, yeah. Mike loves dogs. The taste, the texture. God damn it. You guys, like, I'm never gonna live this fucking dog thing down, dude. The new show, Mermaid Magic. I think that it was good. No agendas in it. Mermaid Magic. What is that? What? Bro Science is opening. Dan Vasquez banned. Is he really? What? Mike, you looking forward to the Goonies reboot? Is that confirmed? I saw something about them talking about a Goonies reboot being directed by Steven Spielberg. I wasn't sure if that was actually confirmed or if that's just people speculating an idea or heard something about it. If it's real, woo, buddy, I don't know. I'm on the fence about that. That seems, it makes sense why they would do it, but I don't know that it's a good idea. I don't know that they won't completely screw up the Goonies. I think anybody that's hesitant about it or concerned about it is justifiably so, because we just don't know. Like, we just don't know what's going to happen. So, I would say 60-40 not being excited about it. But getting the same guys back, you know, getting the same crew back, or a lot of the same crew back, will be really fun to see. It'll just be interesting where they go with it. What are they going to decide to do with it, you know? Obviously they're going to introduce like new kids and a new cast or whatever, but is it going to be something where it's like, oh, well, this new cast are the new Goonies and they're out doing things, and like, you know, we just get cameos of the original crew, or is the original crew going to be heavily involved in what's going on? That's a lot of cast to juggle. I don't know, man. Kevin Conroy is the best Batman. Kevin Conroy is hands down the best Batman. Yeah, 100%. 100 Yankee says, bro, they changed random things about his origin for no reason. He actively beat the shit out of bullies. He enlisted in the Navy just to show off how good he was. He had a mermaid lover. What? What? That's Superman year one. That's wild, bro. Tom Cooper says, Mike starves himself in the woods and survives by making dogs into rations. Drunk 3PO lets cats outside the door. Pick your poison. That's wild, dude. That's crazy. Somebody save me. Love Smallville. Dude, that opening of Smallville is great. Yeah. I started watching Smallville when I was in the hospital when I was 10. Really, man, dude, that's the show to carry you through in the hospital. Yeah, I started watching it, boy. Let's see here. I think I started watching when I was like 12. I started watching reruns of it because I didn't know what it was at first. It was like, holy crap, this show's awesome. And then I watched it all the way through after that. So like I got caught up and then just started watching it regularly. So, yeah, sees the Bible. Every Eye Minister says, I hit you up on Discord. Not sure if you use it much. I'm mostly on GCA, but have kids too. So I know the time struggle. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I do have a Discord. I've been talking about this for a while. I am working on and have been working on a Discord server for this channel. I'm just terrible at technology and boomering it. I need to get it set up and I need to get some good mods in there and stuff so it's ready to go. And then I'll try to like regularly actually use it. Because I'm terrible at that sort of thing. I use my Discord to communicate with a few people, but I don't use it like regularly like I probably should. So 100 Yankee says Lex Luthor made him go to Gotham to beat up Batman. Essentially, Batman acted completely out of character and shit talked Superman and tried to kill him, and then Wonder Woman showed up. Well, I always maintain that Batman vs Superman's one of its biggest flaws is having Doomsday show up. I thought that was a huge fucking mistake. I think that is like the one of the worst things that they could have done. That storyline makes no sense to have Doomsday show up when he does there. I like the idea of a chess match between Batman and Lex Luthor, with Superman being the piece on the board that's being moved around. But like I said, he gets a lot more, Clark gets a lot more characterization. You get to see where he's making a lot of the decisions he does in the director's cut of that movie. But the Doomsday thing was like, well, how do we wrap this all up? I don't know, giant fight. And you go, okay, giant fight between who? And I don't know, fucking throwing Doomsday. And I'm like, Doomsday, really? And then for them later to be like, well, we're teasing that isn't even the real Doomsday. That's not the main, that's not the regular Doomsday, that there's another Doomsday. And this was just a version of like the concept of Doomsday, but the original Doomsday is out there still doing things. I'm like, nah, bro. That's not a thing. So, I don't know. I thought that was a huge mistake. The death of Superman is kind of its own thing. I think the first I think the smart call would have been to do the first Justice League as the death of Superman. You do Man of Steel, you do Man of Steel 2, the Batman, Wonder Woman, and then you do maybe the Flash or Aquaman, one of the two. And then you do Justice League. Okay, and then Justice League is the death of Superman. And so you deal with that, and then the second Justice League is Superman, like the return of Superman, you know? But you could do a lot of things in there. You could build that story out a lot if you really wanted to. You do like the second Justice League dealing with Superman being gone, and you could do the same kind of story with you know, how Superman comes back. I still don't like that they brought him back with a mother box. I thought that was a really weird choice. Like they jumpstart his heart with the mother box and stuff. I like the idea that Superman like regenerates over time. He just came back, but you know, whatever. Ozra Shishima says GIF AC. I don't know what you just said there, Ozra Shishima, but yeah. I love Small, but I hate how Tom Welling never got to wear the suit. I agree. Yeah, we never got to see Tom Welling in the suit, and that bothers me still to this day. So, Faith Thomas says, Epic Mike, I need advice. I'm working on 4 self-written comic books about my life. I'm nervous about what should be my process. I'm writing the script right now. Well, what is your specific question? Because what should be my process is a very vague thing to ask. Is it your writing process? Is it the process of organizing yourself to write a thing? Is it what you should write about? Yeah, just let me know. So, sent you a link to a trailer on Twitter. I'm getting a lot of stuff on Twitter right now. Let me see here. Baby, I'm Jesse. All right, I'm gonna pull this stuff up. Trucker Rob sent me a thing. Z Hines sent me a thing. That's, dude, you guys are wilding out right now. This is what I wanted, though. This is what I was kind of hoping for this stream, is just we could just talk and chill, and you guys would send me shit. So let me pull this up. You guys are doing me dirty. Trucker Rob, you did me dirty there, bro. That's wild. Let me pull it up. That's kind of crazy. Mermaid Magic? What the fuck is this? Oh, God. All right. We'll watch this Mermaid Magic trailer in a second here. Let me pull up what Trucker Rob sent me. Babylon Bee. Babylon B just tweeted this out today. All right, let me pull this up. There we go. Bluey reported missing after Haitian migrants move in next door. What are we doing, man? Why is it the Haitians gotta act up at the same time that I play Metal Gear Solid and try to eat a dog? What the fuck are we doing, man? Yeah, thank you, Trucker Rob. I appreciate that. And Z Highness, yeah, we're gonna check this trailer in a second too. Oh, Superman Year One is modern Frank Miller. No wonder he made a modern sequel to Dark Knight Returns where Joker and Darkseid campaigned for Donald Trump is evil. Did he really? That's wild, dude. That's gross. The heart attack is something Superman can't just swoop in and solve. My opinion is way better. Yeah, I agree. You got to remove Pocket's death and the whole city being destroyed. Change them in Man of Steel would have been great. Yeah. Never mind where Darkseid would care about Earth politics, but whatever. Yeah, dude, that's stupid. That's really awful. To be honest, you could make an epic rant video reviewing that dog shit comic. I mean, yeah. Maybe I'll have to check it out. I'm not a super big comic book reader. I do have a lot of comic books. Like, and when I say a lot, like I have like a stack like that big of comic books or whatever that I read. Spider-Man, Superman, Hulk, Iron Man, things like that. But yeah, maybe I'll have to check it out. So, aren't they hiding under an underpass in that part? Yes, they are. Yeah, I like Man of Steel for what it is and the imagination of what can be with Cavill era Superman. I do not like Pa Kent dying. We don't need another Uncle Ben thing. That's fair. The heart attack has more of an effect because Clark is literally powerless to stop it and is more impactful. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, both concepts are interesting, but the heart attack is far more impactful because it's an internal thing. And when you deal with somebody like Superman, with all of these powers and the ability to fly backwards in time to reverse or fly backwards in time and stuff, you have to give him emotional beats, and that's what he has to deal with. That's what carries him. So problem is Clark would have 100% saved him from a tornado. I disagree. That's why I don't completely hate the idea. That's why I don't completely hate the concept, because the whole thing with him and that dialogue that he has with his dad when he saves a bus full of kids or whatever, he's like, what am I supposed to do? Like, you know, he's like, you can't just do things like that, Clark. Like, you can't just, and Clark's like, what was they supposed to do? Like, let him die? And the idea behind it, you gotta hear me here. The concept behind, just because you have the powers to do it does not mean that you have to decide to do right by it. The concept of like the implication of you using your powers is bigger than just in the moment I need to help people because I can. And are you doing more harm than good by revealing that you're an alien from another planet? It's an interesting concept. Do I think it was handled very well? No. Do I think that it could have been written a lot better? Yes, I do. I think that whenever Zack Snyder gets a lot of creative freedom, he ends up flopping pretty hard on it. So I think that, but I think that the concept is interesting. That's all I'll say. I even like the concept of Superman being an alien that doesn't quite know why he's doing what he's doing. Why does he stand for truth, justice, the American way? I like both sides of that coin. I like the idea of him being raised by a farmer, a humble farmer, and being raised with American values and wanting to be a good person and wanting to do the right thing because it's just the right thing to do. I love that. I absolutely do. But I also love the concept of him being an alien from another planet who doesn't quite understand. It's hard to relate to humans because he has the powers beyond comprehension, and he's trying to decide what his place in the earth is, because he also could just be why can't I just be a regular person? Do I want the responsibilities of being a superhero? And do I want the responsibility of having their lives in my hands? Like that kind of a thing. I like that struggle. I do enjoy that struggle as a character with Superman as a character. So, he's out of side. That's not where you want to go in a tornado. That's true too. I went from Batman Dark Victory to Superman Year One, and my neck almost snapped from the whiplash. Damn. If he rips the organs out, do you still die from organ failure? That's a good point. If Superman just tears Potkin's heart out faster than he has a heart attack, then he doesn't die from a heart attack. V-Real says, Mike, the sun's out. What are you doing streaming? I felt bad about not streaming yesterday, and I wanted to do a stream during the day. I would, in fact, like to start doing some afternoon streams, maybe even a little earlier than this, just to hang out with you guys more. So they're going to kill Potkin. I would have preferred a heart attack, something that Soups actually can't prevent, not a damn tornado. That's fair. I recommend Terminator Zero on Netflix. It's so good. That's what I've been hearing. I do want to check it out. I just haven't had time. I have not had time to sit down and do it. So, bro, The Iron Giant may be my favorite movie of all time. Iron Giant is goated. Iron Giant is so fucking good. One of the greatest animated films of all time. I think it's the second, maybe in my ranking, I would say it's maybe the second greatest animated film of all time. Prince of Egypt is the greatest animated film ever made. I know some people may disagree or argue or think differently. I don't think it's up for debate. I think that hands down, without question, the Prince of Egypt is the greatest animated film ever made. Full stop. Like, I just don't think that there's an argument to be made for something else. But The Iron Giant is a second on that list. It's so fucking good. That Death in the Family, yeah. I gotta catch up on chat here. Crimson for $4.99 says James Earl Jones, a talented black actor who was hired for his talent, not his skin color and diversity's sake. Rest in peace, King Jaffe. I don't remember how to pronounce that, dude. Jaffe Joffer. Did I say that right? Oh God, I'm gonna embarrass myself. But hell yeah, man. Yeah, he was just talented in his own right. A lot of really talented black actors that has nothing to do with them being black actors, that they get the love and respect that they did. They just earned it. He's phenomenal on stage as well. He was a king of stage and screen. So yeah, reboot movies that fail should have been good instead of movies that were beloved. It's lazy. I agree with that, Dane. Actually, no more sequels either. Savvy's history teacher for $1 doesn't say anything, but that profile picture is wild, bro. Look up a really young picture of James Earl Jones. Oh boy, let me see here. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Let me see here. This was him in 1961, bro. Dapper. The dapper gentleman. Look at that. Young James Earl Jones. Look at that guy. Dapper, bro. Killing it. Out here being a fucking legend. Hey, Chad, I made a crab battle meme video. I've not checked that out. I'll check that out at some point. The only except Goonies movies if the original Goonies were parents and their kids are on their own adventure to pass the torch. Yeah. Oh my God, I was talking about still year one still. Oh, gotcha. Sorry. True story, didn't know Smallville was about Superman until 3 episodes in when I said it to myself, this feels like Superman. Never saw the intro. Yeah, dude. Smallville's rad. Everything I typed in chat was me ranting about year one. Gotcha. Okay, I thought you were still going. I thought we were switching up. My bad, Danky. Sorry. I was in love with the Smallville actress. Are you talking about Kristen Krug? Yeah, she's gorgeous, bro. She hasn't aged a day. Steel Leg of History. Remember for 2 months. Says, thanks for all of your support and kindness. Sorry I've not been able to be here, resting my knee. Hurt it bad. Just got my membership. Everything now. Hey, you're all good, bro. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, man, I hope you can rest up. You know, get back to that grind. Get back to streaming on your channel. Keep growing. Appreciate you, bro. I only like Man of Steel. I was hoping we'd get a good film set after it. Got a rest catch up to Marvel series of films. I agree. That was always my criticism. I never blindly accepted the DCEU. I liked it more than a lot of people did, but I always agreed that the biggest problem was them trying to catch up to the MCU as fast as possible instead of taking their time. I think that they could have really distinguished themselves from the MCU, and I think they could have even split the fan base and had people going to see their movies versus going to see MCU movies, because MCU was formulaic. It was getting to a formulaic space with the humor and predictable jokes and dialogue, and they could have really differentiated themselves and given people something else, and instead they tried to play catch up and then tried to mimic the MCU. Fucking failure, bro. So thank you, Steel Like a History. I'm doing well, man. Thank you. You be blessed as well. I'm gonna do the Death of Superman until the second Justice League movie. Miss Ruffin says, sorry, hi everyone, sorry we're late. Someone didn't tell us he was going on. Listen, you have notifications. I forget to tell, bro. I barely even got the names changed on the titles for the fucking stream. Okay, I thought you were sleeping. Sorry about that. Azra Shishima says, Jeremy is a fig. Okay, I read it backwards. Gotcha. Jeremy's a fig. Yeah. Hey. Jeremy, who is a homosexual, is Geeks and Gamers Mario Kart back tonight? No, tonight it's Party Animals. And next week, it's going to be Among Us. We're trying to diversify a little bit with the games that we play. We're trying to play group games. We did Fall Guys last week. We're going to do Party Animals this week. And then next week is going to be Among Us. So, you skipped my super unsubbing. Did I really, Crimson? Hold on. Hold on. I didn't skip your super. The talented black actor who was hired for his talent? I read that one. Did I miss another one? If I missed another one, let me know. Because I didn't think I missed your super. I'm just way behind on chat, bro. Bro, I just gotta blow through. I just gotta catch up to chat again. I'm so fucking behind. This is wild. The idea of Superman letting children die would never happen, though. They should have used something else to show that concept. Well, he was a child himself. That's the other thing. You're gonna be a really bad combo. The Flash downing 3 cans of Monster Energy drink. That would be terrible, bro. And what's up, Rough Night? Yeah, man. I'm sorry that you're not feeling well, dude. A lot of people, like, we're having issues too. right now with like breathing and stuff. Disper says during the day, 10 p.m. Listen, I'm sorry that you live in a place where it's perpetually dark all the time, okay? Where it's perpetually evening. I don't think there's ever been a time when I have spoken to you, Disbrew, where it was during the day. It's always evening with you somewhere. It's always after 6 o'clock. Every time I've ever spoken to you. I feel like perpetually everyone in the UK is always post 6 p.m. no matter what they do. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. I had to skip a bunch of chats, bro. I'm so fucking behind. If I missed something, I am so sorry. I'm just trying to fucking catch up. You just say that because Cleopatra was black? I don't know. Let me see here. Oh, I wish that DreamWorks stayed with biblical stories. Well, they did Joseph in the, what's it called, Prince of Dreams or some shit. That was awful. King of Dreams or whatever. The Joseph movie. It was fine. It wasn't awful. It was fine, but it was not anywhere near Prince of Egypt. They should have kept going. So, music was muted. Was it really? Oh, fuck. Yeah. I know he did in his first issues, but Batman was also using a gun in Superman Year One. Yeah. Well, I think people's obsession with giving Batman a gun is pretty wild. So Sergio Garcia for $2 said they should make an Injustice movie. Well, I think that was what they were trying to go for with the DCEU, but they did not do it well. So, oh, okay, I did read it. Thank you. I am behind. Okay. I know I'm behind. You only wake up at 6 p.m. No. You might reach a feedback loop with chat and Mike. Yeah, there's always some kind of weird loop. I cannot keep up with the fucking chat. Disparu has told me this before many times that one day you won't be able to keep up with chat, and I never thought I'd get there. And I'm fucking there, man. I'm so fucking behind. Yeah. So, I'm writing 3 independent comic book scripts. Okay. So how can I help? What are you looking for? What do you need help with? Now I'm just going through and seeing if I missed any like major things. Like I said, Steel Over History, I hope you rest up. I'm sorry that rough night that you're not feeling good, bro. That really sucks. I hope you get some more rest. Tier list for Thursday on animated movies. We can do that. Well, I think they already did DreamWorks, and I think we also did Pixar. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. We'll have to do something like maybe the top grossing animated movie or something. You can do is pick messages as they scroll, but always keep up with recent messages. It's the best compromise. Yeah, well, the thing is too, the app I'm using for the chat, I can't pin anything to keep track of it, so I just have to like remember and read it as it goes, I guess. Let's be real, the entire animated DC universe beats the pants off the MCU. No, you're not wrong. The DC animated universe is great, but it's sad that they couldn't make good fucking live action. Doesn't help that he gets into a diatribe with every comment. Listen, they're asking big meaty questions, big throbbing, veiny meaty questions, and what am I supposed to do? Not answer them? Mike still has to get back to me on that sample I sent him. Bro, that might be months from now. I'm so fucking busy. I'll try. You know? If you miss a single chat where I'm subbing, I guess this channel's dead then. Because there's no way I'm keeping up. Bro, you guys are fucking... Like, the chat is... I was so, like... I can see... I don't always keep track of the little, like, slide for chat. But, like, I looked, and it was, like, almost to the top. And I was like, oh, fuck. I am so behind, dude. What is the meaning of existence? Also, keep it short so you can keep up with the chat. The meaning of existence... is to find your favorite sandwich and experience something beautiful that makes you cry. You need to find a favorite sandwich. Like, this is the sandwich that I would eat if I couldn't eat anything else. This is the sandwich I'd go for. And find something that is so beautiful that it makes you cry. Whether it's an experience, whether it's going and finding nature or looking at art or something. If you do those two things, you're making it. So, there you go. Mike needs X-Ray Girl. I do need a producer. A producer would be great. A producer would be awesome. That'd be super helpful. I don't have the money to pay for a fucking producer, so I'm the producer. Mika's too famous, guys. Let's unsub. That's wild. What a wild thing to say. Yo, he's too popular. Let's stop watching this guy. I've yet to find my favorite sandwich. You got to find your favorite sandwich, man. It's important. You thought hard about this. Yeah, you got to, you know. No, the Dingus says this should be easy as 42. That's the answer to life, the universe, and everything. The question, you know, to the meaning of life. But or that's the answer to the question of the meaning of life, but we don't know what the question is. That's the thing. So the sandwich could be both. That's true. If you find the sandwich brings you to tears because it's so beautiful, perfect. Capicola, Genoa salami, and pastrami. Damn. French dip is the greatest sandwich. Barbecue roast beef sandwich. Sandwiches are truly amazing unless they're made by Madame Savvy. Does she even make sandwiches? Does she even fucking make sandwiches? Does she even know how to make sandwiches? Does she make them with her feet? Like, 100 Danky says, ever since you hit 2K, Mike, you changed, man, you changed. What a wild thing. Every big streamer has someone reading out donos. Dude, I can't keep track, bro. I'm not a fucking celebrity. I just can't keep up with chat. There's too many people here, like, just talking, and that's fine. I want you guys to talk. I just can't keep up with you all. I'm trying. I made the mistake of just always trying to read as many chats as I can, even ones that aren't. I'll even see one that is not addressed to me. Like, I have no business reading this. It is not addressed to me. There's no reason for me to even respond to this one, and I will still respond to it. So, let's watch this mermaid magic thing. Everyone, quick, start talking super fast. It's rude. That's really fucking rude. Lady Epic just walked in the room. She's looking all hot and stuff. Very distracted, sorry. Alright, let's watch this. Z Highness sent me this. This is a trailer for a thing on Netflix called Mermaid Magic. I already regret it because I don't like saying the words mermaid and magic in the same sentence. Unless it is specifically for a thing that I'm not going to bring up right now. It's like, where is Metropia? Like, she's trying to sneak out of Metropia. This worse than rule for 34. There goes Mike's peak viewership. That's wild. Music switch up? Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Did you hear the music switch up in this? Listen.
Now's our chance.
No. 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 Not gay. We're just... Listen, I just didn't... I was just surprised, that's all. Okay? It shifted differently. They had superpowers all of a sudden. We were either watching Larry Boy right now. Dude, Larry Boy was legit. Larry Boy was actually legit. I am that hero. It's actually a pretty hard line too. Like, yeah. Z Highness, I don't know if I can ever watch anything you send me again. I think I have forever lost trust in you because you sent me that, and yeah, I don't know what to fucking think about that. My leg. So, we're having girl time. She was lightning underwater. Everyone in that vicinity would be fried. Yeah, but she's a superhero, bro. So it's fine, okay? It makes sense because she's a superhero. All right. That's why she gets away with it. So, all right. Pull up some Samurai Jack to redeem yourself. I'll pull up. You know what? That's actually a really good idea. Let me do this. If you guys have not watched Samurai Jack, let me see here. I think Samurai Jack is one of the best like cartoons ever. At least visual. It's a masterclass in visual storytelling. There's an episode where Jack has to fight a ninja. I've talked about this episode before. This This is one of my favorite like things. I'm gonna skip forward. Jack has to fight a ninja, and the ninja is like so black. How black is he? He's so black that he blends in with the shadows. So when he starts fighting Jack, when they're going back and forth, whenever he's obscured by shadow, you can't see it like him. So Jack's having a hard time catching him and stuff. So Jack decides to like fight fire with fire, so to speak. So he puts on a super white outfit. I'm gonna pull this up. This sounds a lot more racist than it actually is. Here's the ninja here. Oh shoot, that's Jack undressing. There's a ninja right here. He's in all black. Okay. So then Jack puts together an all white outfit. It's not racist because he's Asian. Okay. Okay, it's not racist because he's Asian. Okay, maybe it's a little racist. But this actually has one of the coolest fight scenes because then they start fighting, and in the light, the ninja can't see Jack, and in the dark, Jack can't see the ninja. And this sequence here is so fucking cool. Obviously the sound and stuff will get me in trouble, but whatever. Like, we'll play a little bit of it. The other thing that I love about this, and Gendy Tartakovsky is one of the best, like, dude, he is phenomenal when it comes to visual storytelling. Is the minimalist, like, set pieces that are in, like, Samurai Jack, where it's a very simple concept, very minimal music, you know, things like that. There's an entire episode dedicated to sound where Jack has to, like, he's trying to get to this tower, and there are these, like, three, like, archers, and they have, like, super hearing, but he finds out they're blind, so he has to learn how to, like, utilize his environment around him and stop relying on his eyes and start relying on ears to manipulate these, like, archers so they can't shoot him. Bro, it's such a great episode. So, the shadow dressed all in red to be invisible in the Crimson Room, yeah. Dude, that's rad. OG Clone Wars was GOAT, yeah. Gendy's Clone Wars was legit. That's also where we got to see, like, the capabilities of a Jedi. But dude, like, yeah, watching this, like, this is such a great concept for a fight. Like, and it's just all back and forth like that. Obviously, the other thing too is the clock running out because, like, the sun is going down, and so there's going to be less and less light for Jack to hide in, which means the ninja's going to getting stronger. Bro, it's so freaking rad. Samurai Jack is a goated show, and I know not everybody loved the ending, but I kind of loved that they decided with the reboot. They did like not a reboot, it was a continuation. They decided to go in a more serialized direction with the story. I thought that was really awesome, and the way that it, like, resolved itself was pretty fucking great. So, yeah. Samurai Jack was fucking rad. It's pretty much what I would expect with the name Mermaid Magic. Yeah, I mean, it's fair. There's no dogs in the video. That's why. I have not ever watched Afro Samurai, Rolando Ray Ramirez. I probably should at some time. You didn't like the final season, Max K? I liked it. I liked it for what it was. It was never going to work as an episodic finish. I think it being like a serialized story and finishing that way was the better way to do it. So, have you seen Primal? I have not watched Primal. I've heard Primal's really good, but I have not watched it yet. So, Phil Lamar not only voiced every black character, but even voiced an Asian character. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, Phil Lamar is great. This episode's underrated. Samurai Jack should have much more fans. I agree. It is so overlooked. So, what downside of Samurai Jack was the ending. It was just too rushed. Yeah, I liked it for what it was until they killed Jack's wife and made him die forever alone and depressed for no reason at all. I kind of like that ending. It felt very Samurai Jack. I don't think Jack was ever supposed to have a happy ending. That's the thing. I just don't think Jack was ever supposed to have a happy ending. I liked Aku. Samurai! Yeah. Aku was great. Afro Samurai is really good too. I'll have to check it out, man. It was really good storytelling. I'll have to check it out. So, alright guys, I actually do got to finish up here. I need to go make dinner. Gonna go spend some time with my family. I will be on again later. Couple hours. in time to do a little bit of a stream. I think we'll try to do some Metal Gear Solid. If I can get started early enough, we'll do some Metal Gear Solid 3 going into Party Animals, because we're gonna go right into that. I'm gonna try to also stream my perspective on Party Animals if I can make it work. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna finish up here. I appreciate you guys once again. Shout out, rest in peace to James Earl Jones. Thank you everybody that's in the super chats, channel memberships. Thank you guys for being such a fucking awesome chat that I can't even keep up with you guys. You guys are rad. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. But yeah, I will be on in a little bit, a couple hours, like I said, to stream again, but then also to do Party Animals with Geeks and Gamers. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Last super chat, Crimson for 199 says Meek changed when he dropped the clothing brand. Oh shit, I do have the clothing brand. Yeah, if you guys have not already, you can go over to Fourth Wall. Oh geez, I should have plugged this beforehand. I forgot about it. Epic-mic-shop.fourthwall.com, and go there. Get yourself some merch. This is my official merch store. Boom, right there. Go there. Check it out. Get some good shit in there. All right, get in where you fit in. We already sold some really good stuff. People appreciated it. People liked it. People said the quality is really great, which I'm really happy about. And this is just a prototype. If this continues to sell well and people are enjoying the quality of stuff, we'll come up with some new designs. I already got Miss Ruben Hoop cooking in the kitchen, and we'll see what we can do there. So guys, I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'll talk to you all later. See ya.